Alright, so we're live, yeah, we're doing this, yeah, cool. Monday trade. I did go for a small execution, but I left a little bit on the table. Look at that, small stop. So Monday trades I go for 1 to 3s. That's it there, obviously with a dynamic loss, a stop loss put in it, so that's a bit short. But, so for the students that are watching, have a look. So you've got price has gone down 32 pips. We would have hit a 1 to 2 TP, definitely. But we would have hit it 3:35. Okay, so 35 minutes after New York session, boom, or watch time anyway. But it's long because I would have been holding that since New York. If that were not to be the case, where are we at? Self-hold up till 10. Price has definitely retraced back up to entry. So most traders who would have been trading it today would have just waited for price to go into profit. This is decent, like 1.5 risk reward. Move price back to entry. Move stop loss to entry, and then it would have been taken out. From experience, just watching prices, just to make sure that people don't even make any P's on a bank holiday. That's what I've seen. Like, it happens more or less every time. Sometimes you do get the rally, but that's if you're if you're techie, you'll catch it. Do you know what I mean? For example, if this were to be a big rally, then I would have caught it, of course. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a bit dull. That's why I actually don't catch it, because while it is possible, they don't really move as much. So if 1 out of 4 is going to move, personally, I would just rather not, because I'll suffer a few scratches and then have one win. The way I trade nowadays, I don't try to trade every day. I just try to trade when it's most probable. So I just wouldn't put a lot of money on it. Hence why I didn't. In fact, to be more specific about why I traded today is because I started a new account. So I decided to punch in the first trade, so I get paid in the next 14 days, you know, the instant funding that I'm talking to you guys about over and over again. Yeah, I've done that with a student, so that'll get sorted. For the Monday trade, I do wait for price to take out the extremes. So as you can see, price YHOD, if you don't know the abbreviations, please contact me via Instagram, Dylan K and Rose Medea, and I'll either meet in person if you're in London, or I'll create a schedule for us to learn online. Yeah, so extreme, yes. Why? Because this is the highest label that we can see, and price has gone to the top of it, so that's at the extreme. On a daily time frame, we would have been coming out the top of the previous daily candle. You can also see you're taking out buy side from the previous 2 sessions as well. You've got your London session on Friday, and you've got your New York session Thursday, setting highs, and then you've taken it out here. So typically most traders will be looking at that coming back in. Now we can ask ourselves whether it's going to happen tomorrow or not. Truth is, we don't know. I'm going to look at it from a top-down analysis perspective and have a look. I do like to look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is best for me to determine where price is trying to move. So you've hit some order blocks on the daily time frame, on a 4-hour. So I'm going to expect some retracement through Asia. Alright, here we go. The predictions. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And then price turn up, just this one. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe for the week, that looks like a decent head and shoulders pattern. Could happen, not saying it will. I'm going to look at some fundamentals and see if it's likely or not. The fundamentals, remember guys, that's the news, that's going to push us into towards our TP, so we're not too fussed about it. Alright, cool. Yeah, look at that nice engulfing candle on the daily. So I reckon a tad bit of, well, hasn't closed yet, we still got 2 hours left. Because of that wick as well on top of it. Cool. I'm going to expect price to come down. Yeah, I still think price will probably retrace a bit before shooting back up. At least to this level here. What's this? 194605. I don't do these things, but my student, one of my last students, keeps talking about price. Keeps talking about the numerals, so I'm just going to get it to you. It's not the way I learned, do you know what I mean? So, it's not what I run to when I'm teaching, because it wasn't easy for me to learn in the beginning. So therefore I just take the same assumption. And yeah, bearing in mind, I mean, I don't want to project my own intellect onto other people, but luckily I'm actually blessed with a good processor, so if I find it confusing, most others will. To be fair, so that's where I think price is going to go. I mean, interesting, it lines up with Southside Asia. I don't think it will go that far though, to be honest. I mean, looking at it on an intraday perspective, because it's been moving so, because it's price has issued so much consolidation here, I reckon price should just move off it as opposed to, but there's no doubt about it, it's going to rally one way or the other. I just reckon it's going to rally down as a higher time frame retracement and then shoot up for TP. Alright, client on the way. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I'll speak to you in the next one.